Owning a home in Canada has become a fucking fantasy for so many families. And even renting does not feel safe anymore because rents are rising faster than wages. Families are trapped. I remember when I used to look at housing prices online. Yeah, they were expensive, sure, but at least it felt possible. It felt doable. Now, prices have exploded. Even the smallest homes are completely out of reach for first-time buyers. And renting isn't the backup plan that it used to be, right? I used to see apartments and homes for rent and ask myself, how the hell is this even possible? Like, how is it sustainable? Like, in the last decade, Canadian housing prices have nearly doubled. In Toronto, the average home now costs over 1.1 million, and Vancouver even higher. And, that's before you factor in rising interest rates, which have crushed affordability even further. The average price in Canada of a home is $675,000. And renters are not spared either. In 2024, rents have shot up over 20% in a single year. The average rent is now $2,200 a month for a modest 2-bedroom, which is over 26 grand a year, and wages have not caught up. So it's no wonder families feel like they're standing still. Now, here's the myth most people believe. If I just keep working and saving, I'll eventually catch up. But the problem is the math does not add up here, right? Like, if housing rises 10% while your savings grow 2%, you'll never close the gap. In fact, it'll just broaden. So, I believed for years that if I just put in the time, put in the effort, that someday I'll be there. But that someday never came. I used to feel hopeless. I used to feel like, I would never get ahead. But then I realized I couldn't just rely on my paycheck and hope for the best, right? I needed another way out. And that's when I discovered how to make money online. Like, I was just not going to settle anymore. I knew I had to take matters into my own hands, and I wasn't going to rely on the system to solve my problems. So if you are tired of feeling like home ownership is impossible, rent is a trap, just look, comment ready, because there is another path forward.